So finally, we have another video on our 1989 Honda CRX Si, and we call it hashtag Y-49 project. Guys, my name is Mike. Welcome back to our channel. Now, on the last video, you saw us respraying the entire car in this beautiful Barbados Yellow with the help of Brian at Paint Society. Now, on today's video, we're gonna start reassembling the entire car. We're gonna start with some bigger panels first, and we have Brian to lead the way. Let's take a look and see what he's up to.
Now that it was time to get everything back onto the vehicle, we had some extra helping hands to help us get everything just the way it was before it was disassembled. It's so important to take special note of how different parts are assembled back on the vehicle, like harnesses and bolts and nuts, so that when the car is all back together, it functions just the way it was when you originally took it apart. So a couple extra helping hands is always a good idea to get everything set, and of course, not scratch when you're doing the assembly. Got it. From that point, it was time to button on some bumpers, and everything just lined up perfectly. Matter of fact, it kind of feels like a 90s factory assembly worker just putting everything back onto this vehicle. Now, the trim that you see on the bumper is the same exact color and trim that you'll see on the side of the vehicle. Most of these trims are actually refinished. A lot of body work went into some of them just to get them to the point to get back on the vehicle. You see a lot of parts, you just can't find them anymore, not even in the junkyard. So we take a lot of special care, replace all of the clips that we can, and fix what we cannot replace and make it look just like it did when it rolled off the assembly line. As each one of these moldings go on, you start to build the car back, and in fact starts to look like a brand new CRX. A very rewarding feeling when you're working on a project for so long, and a true restoration to see how the lines just perfectly line up and how the tape lines and the paint lines all come into play when it's all finished. But in fact, my work is not done, but for this video it is. So we'll go ahead and pass this one back to Mike to finish this up.
And next up, we are getting ready to put on our tail lights. Take a look at the original gasket here, all dry rotted and cracked. Really not going to do a very good job on sealing out all the moisture. What we have here, we have a replacement tail light gasket from Resto Tuner. Comes with both the outer and also the center gasket. This is going to be a perfect fit for our taillights here. And next up, we are ready for our sunroof assembly. We got our freshly painted sunroof panel right over there, and we have our replacement sunroof motor and frame assembly over here. Now, before we can get started and get everything together, we do have a problem over here in this metal panel, in this plastic clip that's a part of this metal cage has broken off, and we have some replacement parts right here on this table. What do we have here, TJ?
Right here we have the replacement brackets that we need to fix those broken ones on the sunroof, and those come from Greg Parts here. It's actually really cool because they actually give you pretty detailed instructions on how to get the old ones out and how to put the new ones in, and that's actually pretty cool. Make our job a lot easier. We also have from Greg Parts as well the sunroof bumpers, and those go on the end. Once you put this on, there's the little brackets and stuff right here. You see this link here, and it kind of bolts up to the metal frame, and it sits on here and doesn't scratch anything, and it kind of like holds it down tight.
Now, the rest of the parts here, we have a replacement sunroof seal from Golden Era Parts, and also these framing, the original one are metal, but the one we had was completely rusted out, and these actually came from UK. I don't know where this actually came from. Was it from eBay or something like that?
Yeah, we found it on eBay. There's really only one company that sells that.
Right, and it looks like it's 3D print, which gonna do the job. Shouldn't be a problem because all it does is just hold down the weather stripping right over here. So we're gonna get started with this right over here. We're gonna take this completely apart, and to be quite honest, I want to give a quick shout out to Seth, CRX Seth. He has given us a very good video and tutorial how to attack or rebuild these components right over here. So we'll get started with this, and then we'll move along to the panel right over here. That's it, all good to go. Let's go ahead and do a test run real quick here. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, so turn it right over here at the motor manually. And just cycle it. Hold that to you. Here. Right there. Now let's go ahead and turn it the other way. Spin it. Moment of truth. Here we go. Oh, that's it.
Good to go.
So we are all done with the sunroof frame and the motor assembly here. Next up, we're gonna work on this sunroof metal panel here. So we got the metal stripping and also some of this replacement brackets. Now take a look at the original one. Look how bad it is. The rust and all. So over here we got, like I said, a brand new weather stripping, really good quality from Golden Era parts. And once we get this on, then we can mount up our brackets here. We're home. We're home. We're home. Okay, so we finally got the sunroof working. A lot of you guys been asking about the progress on this car here. So we're waiting for a bunch of parts and it took close to 3 months, so kind of pushed everything back. But now we got this working. All we're gonna have to do is bolt this back up and man, we're gonna start putting everything back together.
I'm gonna hold it while you put some up.
So we got everything put back together for the sunroof. Let's do a test run. Not bad for a 4 months wait for some of these parts here. Next up, let's close it up and see how we do. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I know TJ holding the camera right now, but I would take all the credit for this job right over here.
All right, now that we got the sunroof out of the way, let's go ahead and put back on this rear washer nozzle and we can start putting back the interior. All right, so next up with the CRX here, we're gonna be putting on this front lip, and we actually got some brand new hardware here from C2 Spec Motoring, and it looks just like the OEMs would, but nice and brand new. You know, zinc finish here, so it should go on real well like OEM.
This is the original one. Take a look at that right there, huh?
Oh yeah, those things are stuck on there.
I think we're gonna have a fun time taking these off. And it could look something like that, putting right next to each other as comparison. I'm telling you, look exactly like OEM. All right, guys, so the front lip is back in place. Now we have a set of brand new OEM rear mud guards. I didn't even know this already exists, but we should have them, and also come with new hardware, or pocket screwdriver to attach into the hardware, and also instruction. Don't think we need them, but let's go ahead and put these on. And guys, next up, we are ready for all the glasses to be installed, and we have pre-sized all the glass, giving us an assistant and helping hand to get all the glasses installed on our CRX here. All right, so we got all of the glasses back on the car. Take a look at the back here. It's almost completed. Now let's move along to the side here. We got a quarter glass on here. And then also we got a brand new windshield. Now the car had an aftermarket windshield before. Once we were taking it apart, the glass started to delaminate. So we got a brand new aftermarket glass. Obviously the factory no longer available. Now next up, we just got a few more things to finish up. We got the bell molding here, the sash molding, along with the run channel got to be put back. We got the windshield cowl and also the wipers. Then we got, I think, the front emblem. Other than that, I think we pretty much at the finish line. And all we're gonna do on the run channel, we just gotta tuck it back to the door frame. We got this portion nice and refinished. I don't know if I have a previous clip, but it was sort of all faded and rusted. So we got it nice and painted. Matches all the new trim that we have. And now we got to do just get the rub seal back in. And then we can finish up the rest of the door. So we got the last piece of the rear windshield molding on, sash molding, all of the bell molding along the outside mirrors all put back together. We're at the finish line now at this point. Now TJ got the windshield cowls here. It's all nice and finished with the SEM finish or the paint. But now all we gotta do, put that on, put the wipers on, couple of windshield nozzle. I think we should be all good to go here. Okay, so we got the wiper back on, we got the windshield, we got all of the moldings back in together. The last thing is the windshield nozzle right over here. Yep, that's it. All right, guys, so 6 months in the making, we finally got this car back together. We run into all kind of obstacles, and this kind of stuff that you're gonna run into when you're working on these older cars. Now, we're gonna wrap today's video up. On the next videos, we got some upgrades and also some enhancements for our CRX you guys don't want to miss. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up and drop a comment below. And we're gonna wrap today's video. My name is Mike. On behalf of AHC Garage, thanks again for watching. We hope to see you again next week.